Is it possible to be grateful for pain and suffering? Paul the Apostle thought so. As I was going through my prayer journal today to pick a prompt, it kept coming into my mind that I should just focus on gratitude. And I kept opening up to the grief section of my prayer journal. Okay, well, how can you be grateful for grief? It's simple. God draws near to the brokenhearted. When you are in the depths of your grief after a loss or a tragedy, that is when it is easiest for us to feel God's presence. Why would he want us to feel broken and raw all the time for him to draw near to us? That's not the only time he draws near to us. But those moments when we allow ourselves to experience that moment of vulnerability, it gives him easier access to meet with us and be with us and comfort us. And in those moments of true, raw, open, brokenheartedness, it's that much easier to feel his presence. You may not understand why what has happened or how he's going to use the current circumstance for good. I had to put my cat down in February. I had her for 17 years. As we were driving to the emergency vet, she had seizures that day, and she had already been on a pretty high dose of thyroid medication because her thyroid was just going out of control and overproducing hormone. We drove to the 20 minutes to the emergency vet. I played worship music and I sang along as loudly as I could because I knew that God was giving me the opportunity to either wallow in my grief and focus on the despair of the moment, or give that moment over to him and let him make it a beautiful, bittersweet opportunity to be close to him. I chose to worship him through the pain, through the suffering, through the grief. And I chose to give it to him because he had given me 17 years with this wonderful kitty. And now I had the opportunity to be responsible and humane enough to decide that her suffering had needed to come to an end. She was 17 years old. She'd lived a long, great life. She'd been so happy, especially since we had moved into our home here in Texas. So I know that I gave her the most fulfilling and peaceful life, and she deserved a peaceful death. So that's what we did, and I gave it to God, and I told him, I was like, this sucks. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. And I'm going to worship you through it because this gives you the opportunity to be close to me. And I tear up now thinking about it, not just because I miss my cat, but going back to that moment in my mind also draws me back to that moment of closeness with God. And you can't help but weep when you are in the presence of the Father. Stay blessed and